In the heart of Minneapolis, before the world watched, a community began to gather. This was not a scene of chaos, but a quiet convergence in a city park. Look closely. Hands are not raised in anger, but in preparation, sharing water, passing snacks, meticulously crafting signs. A diverse tapestry of neighbors, young and old, black and white, stood shoulder to shoulder. A profound, quiet determination filled the air, a shared purpose that transcended grief and prepared the way for action. Then the movement began to flow. What started as a gathering swelled into a river of humanity, pouring through the city's arteries. Thousands marched, not in disorder, but with powerful, nonviolent unity. Observe the scale. A child sits safely on a parent's shoulders, witnessing history. Clergy members link arms, forming a peaceful vanguard. Every face, every sign, echoed the same singular, resonant call for justice for George Floyd. This was the city speaking, demanding to be heard, demonstrating the true meaning of collective power. As the march continued, the protest transformed into a living, breathing tribute. The pain of loss was channeled into vibrant, defiant art. Murals of George Floyd, powerful and iconic, bloomed on walls, becoming international symbols of resistance and remembrance. Makeshift memorials appeared, piles of flowers, flickering candles, and handwritten notes, each a personal vow. Speakers addressed the crowds with raw passion, and musicians played, turning spaces of sorrow into places of hope. This creative outpouring ensured that George Floyd's name would not just be a memory, but a catalyst. Finally, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the energy shifted from action to reflection. Thousands of points of light emerged, transforming the streets into a sea of flickering candlelight. Faces, illuminated by the soft glow, were somber, reflective, yet undeniably hopeful. The crowd knelt together, a massive, silent moment of reverence and commitment. This was the lasting promise, a vow from a community to itself, to continue the fight for equality, to ensure that the call for change, born in grief and sustained by unity, would never, ever be forgotten. The work continues.